It's better at Burke. Better care, better service, better price.
Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. It's better at Burke. It's week number 12 of the winter sports season. That means it's playoff time for basketball. In fact, we have so much content for you, we're going to break it up into two segments. Today, we'll bring you the highlights and coverage from the girls' playoff basketball. We're also going to update you on a Middle Township wrestler and his performance at States at Boardwalk Hall. Now, tomorrow we'll get into the boys' basketball as we have plenty to show you and talk about that as well. But first, we start with girls' playoff basketball. We have not one, but two sets of highlights for you, as well as information on three of our Super 6 teams that are in the playoffs. So let's get things rolling with number 6 Woodbury at number 3 Wildwood 1 week ago. This on a quarterfinal matchup, the Warriors trying to defend their Group 1 South crown. Wildwood down by 13 in the second quarter when number 2 Maddie McCracken drains the three, cuts it to a 10-point deficit. But at the far end of the floor, number 15 Keisha Pierce to number 2 Darique Smith for three. The Thundering Herd lead 29-18 at the half, 40-31 after three. But jump ahead to the fourth quarter, McCracken dribbles and drops it off for number 15 Tracy Young, who hits the deep two. Young's basket gives the Warriors their first lead of the ball game at 42-41. Later, down by 2, watch as McCracken gets the rebound off the miss at one end of the floor, turns around and goes coast to coast for the layup to tie things back up at 45 with just over 3 minutes to play in regulation. And then things really get loud in the Wildwood gym when it's Young underneath with the kick out to number 11 Michelle Lugo for three. 48-45, Wildwood moves in front by 3, but Woodbury does not wilt. Number 10, Harley Stein to number 20, Kayla Roan underneath for 2. Woodbury back in front by a point. Under a minute to go, McCracken trying to will her team to victory. She converts the layup, put Wildwood in front at 50-49. But once again, the Herd with an answer in Roan, the 6-foot senior underneath. 12 of her 17 points come in the second half. Wildwood calls a timeout. Last play of the ball game right here. Warriors get the ball in the hands of McCracken with 6.2 seconds left. She gets all the way to the 10, but her shot attempt is too strong, and it's Woodbury who walks away the winner. 51-50, the final game high. 33 points for Maddie McCracken as Wildwood ends a solid season at 20-8. McCracken a junior, so she'll be back next year. Checking other girls' playoff basketball scores now, and we'll start with Middle Township as the number 6 Panthers win a first-round game over number 11 West Deptford, but then bow out of the Group 2 South Tournament with a 43-26 loss at number 3 Haddonfield. Kate Herlihy, 12 points. Kira Sides, 11. The Middle girls end their season at 15-10. In Group 3 South, Ocean City, the number 3 seed, roughs up number 14 Toms River South in the first round. Then they win 57-22 over number 11 Gloucester Tech in the quarterfinals. That advances them to a semifinal game against number 3 Winslow, and what a thriller that one is, as the Red Raiders win it by the score of 35-32 to advance to the Group 3 South Championship game for the 4th year in a row. But waiting for them, oh yes, in that sectional final, it's Mainland for the 4th time this season. Our thanks to Mike Franco from SNJ Today for these highlights. Number 1 in red, Danielle Donahue, a little out of control right here before she sends one out for number 43, Emma Finnegan. Finnegan hits the baseline jumper for 2 of her team-high 9 points. OC up 7-5 after 1. Second quarter, Mainland goes inside to big number 22, Kylie Watson. Watson a game-high 14 points for the Mustangs. But right before the half, check out this play going the other way. Donahue sort of throws up a prayer from beyond the arc, and it's answered. 23-16, the Red Raiders lead by 7 at the half. Donahue with the buzzer beater. Third quarter now, OC continues to push off the miss. Number 35, Abby Fenton with the put-back basket. Red Raiders lead 39-31 after 3. Starting to believe. Fourth quarter now. Number 12, Gabby Boggs for Mainland drives the lane, gets her one-hander to spin and fall. Mustangs do get to within 3. But OC seals the deal at the free throw line. Number 3, Kylie Wires sinks 4 clutch free throws down the stretch to keep Mainland from tying things up. 36-32 the final. Fourth time is the charm for Ocean City as the Red Raiders finally beat Mainland and win the Group 3 South Championship by doing so.
Well, it's the biggest one, so I'm happy, but give both teams credit. They played their hearts out. Every game we played, it was down to the end, just like the other 3, so I'm just really happy for the girls. Yeah, it's hard work. It's younger people biding their time, taking advantage of when it's their chance to play, and I'm just really proud of them.
I'm just so beyond happy. I'm so proud of my team, and I think we worked so hard today, and we just had that mentality coming in. We came to play. We knew we could do it, so we just worked super hard, and I credit to my teammates because without them we wouldn't have gotten here, and I'm just so proud of each and every one of them. And this is definitely a team effort, and I'm beyond happy right now.
This game decided in regulation. The other 3 this season were all in overtime. Ocean City improves to 22-8. They will next face the Central Jersey Group 3 champs. That's Ewing. Now that game moved to tomorrow night because of the weather. So no matter what, we'll have more with the OC girls for you next week in Under Review. We'll close things out in this segment, though, by acknowledging Middle Township senior Gary James Nagel, pictured here. This is a picture of him on the mats at Boardwalk Hall last weekend, where he goes 1-2 at States and becomes the first Panthers wrestler to win a match there since 2001. His season and his high school career are now over, but he leaves as the all-time leader at Middle for victories in a season with 41, and the all-time leader for victories in a career with 104. Nagel leaves Middle Township having won more individual tournaments, that's 8, than anyone else in school history. He also leaves as a 2-time district champion. A major tip of the cap from us here at Under Review to Gary James Nagel for all his wrestling accomplishments. And a thank you to Matt Wolf for all his score reporting during the season and the pictures that he would email in. Before we go, we'll come back out and say hello to Steph Sella. That's my colleague and friend who's pictured with me here at Burke Motor Group, in fact, with Doug and Francie Burke. Steph shoots many of the highlights that you see on Under Review. She also edits the segment altogether. So if you see her out and about at your event, go up to her and tell her you're watching Under Review and maybe thank her for her efforts. We'll have our next Under Review now tomorrow. This is a little bit of a change. We're going to bring you several sets of boys playoff highlights, but in the meantime, don't forget, if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can always email me at pthompson@cmcherald.com. That's my first initial and last name, Pete Thompson @cmcherald.com. For faster scores and news, you can find us on Facebook by clicking like on the Cape May County sports page, or we are on Twitter as well. Our Twitter handle is @CMCHeraldSports. Once again, Under Review brought to you by the fine folks at the Burke Motor Group. It's better at Burke. Hope to see you right back here then tomorrow as we will bring you the boys playoff basketball edition of Under Review. In the meantime, thanks for watching.